So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a Dark Magician deck profile for you guys today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you know what guys, I've been getting tons of YouTube messages and YouTube comments and Facebook messages, and you guys are always asking, Sam, when are you going to post your Dark Magician deck profile? And you know what guys, you guys all know I always answer all your prayers, so here it is, my Dark Magician deck profile for the post Dark Illusions. And in my personal opinion guys, this deck just needs Eternal Souls to come out as soon as possible. That continuous trap card definitely makes this deck viable, and it's able to actually compete into the competitive format once the format dies down and once Eternal Soul has yet been released. So as of right now, Dark Magician has not yet gotten their full support yet. So you know what guys, we're just waiting for I think the Yugi structure deck, I think that's going to be coming out, and that's going to be coming out with Eternal Souls as well. So you know what, nonetheless, this deck profile is really fun. It's really nostalgic, and cards like Magician Navigates and of course Dark Magic Circle is just very powerful, and especially decks like Dark Magician. So you guys all know that since I already did a Blue Eyes deck profile, I must do a Dark Magician deck profile. So for those of you who are here for this deck profile, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up right now. Let's see if we can hit 500 plus likes on this Dark Magician deck profile. That'll be absolutely amazing. If you guys have any questions or comments or things like that, please leave it in the comment section below. And all these cards are brought to you guys by 41games.ca. Make sure you guys check out their website. It'll be in the description box below. 41games.ca. You guys all know that that's one of my sponsorships that I have, and I partner off with 41 Games. So make sure you guys check out their website, and all these cards can be found on their website. So enough talking. Without further ado, let's get started with this deck profile, guys. So start off with the monster real quick. You know what? I was debating whether or not to use the, these type of Dark Magicians or this. Like, I have 3 copies of this one, but you know what? I just figured out that, it's definitely way better to use the OGs rather than these new bootleg Dark Magicians. So, you know what? Start with the monsters. You want to play a triple Dark Magician. These cards are absolutely phenomenal. You must play triple Dark Magician. Same goes for Blue Eyes. When you want to play Blue Eyes, you must play triple Blue Eyes in the deck. There's no questions about it. So, triple Dark Magician, definitely a must-off in this deck. Very good. He's the main boss monster in the deck, and of course, I'm so sorry guys if I have the mixed match rarities of, I couldn't find the structure deck Yugi one, so I had to use this one for the last one. But nonetheless, and this is like long time ago when I went to YCS Toronto and Dragon Duelist Girl actually signed my Dark Magician. So shoutouts to her from long time ago when I was like, really super young. So triple Dark Magician. Next off, you want to go, of course, triple Magician of Dark Illusions. I do play the turbo build where you draw tons of cards with 7 Swords of Sacred Stars, and you also have Allure of Darkness and things like that. So you know what, this comboing off with Magician Navigations is really good, and this card helps you go into amazing rank 7 plays. And one of the main reasons why you want to play triple of is you play Sacred Sword of 7 Stars and cards like Allure of Darkness, which helps you draw into more of your Magician Navigations and also your Dark Magician, which is pretty good. And if you guys don't know what Magician of Dark Illusion effect is, that basically this card name becomes Dark Magician while it's on the field. You can only activate each of these effects of Magician of Dark Illusions once per turn. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap card or effect, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. So if you resolve a spell and trap card during your opponent's turn, you can just basically special summon this card from your hand, which is really good. He's a 2500 booty, which is really nice, and if he were to survive on the board, you can easily make your rank 7 play next turn. And if and the secondary effect is that if you activate a spell or trap card or effect while this face-up card is on the field, except during the damage step, you can only target 1 Dark Magician in your graveyard, special summon it. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. So once you activate cards like Dark Magical Circle while this card's on the field, you actually get to chain its effect to bring out, of course, a Dark Magician from the grave, and then Dark Magical Circle will activate to banish a card, and then you can easily go into your rank 7 plays, which is pretty cool. Of course, triple Magician's Rod. This card is you want to open up as much as possible. You want to see this card in your hand, in your open hand. This card is one of the best cards in the deck. Next, of course, you want to play 1 Magician's Robe. I seen a lot of builds that not all people play this, but I feel like if you don't draw into Dark Magician, I feel like this card is your 4th Dark Magician, because his effect states that during your opponent's turn, you can discard 1 small trap card, special 1 Dark Magician directly from the deck, which is pretty good. Definitely 1 Magician's Robe is definitely more than enough. It is sole purpose of itself being in the deck is because it's used as another 4th Dark Magician kind of for your deck, which is pretty good. So 1 Magician's Robe. At least to round off our Magician Engine, of course, you want to play 1 Dark Magician of Chaos. I felt like this card is very good in the deck, and I felt like cards of Dedication and also Dark Magic Veil can easily tutor out this card. So I like to play the 1 tech Dark Magician of Chaos. During the end phase, you can add back your Dark Magical Circle or things like that, or your Illusion of Magic. Very good card to play in the deck, and it also recycles all your spell during the end phase, which is pretty nice. So 1 Dark Magician of Chaos in my personal opinion. This card is very, very good. And last but not least, you want to play, of course, Double Effect Veiler. Really, really good. Very, very good. And last but not least, I play double maxi. I actually played 3 maxis and 1 veiler before, but I felt like 2 and 2 is definitely the way to go. But if you guys definitely do want to play triple maxi, 1 veiler, you guys can go ahead and do that. It's all up to personal preference. But I decided to play the 2 and 2, and I think it's working very, very fine for me. And Effect Veiler is really good because it can also help you go into your, what's it called, your level 8 synchro plays by just, you know, if you call the Haunted back your Dark Magician, you can just summon Effect Veiler and just synchro into level 8, which is pretty cool. So this is pretty much it for monster lineup. We have a very short monster lineup, but this whole entire deck has a very powerful draw engine. So I'll start with the with the spells. Triple Dark Magical Circle, very amazing. This card is one of the best cards in the deck. Each time, drew once per turn, once per turn. So basically, your turn during your opponent's turn. If a Dark Magician is normal summon or special summon, you can basically banish 1 card your opponent controls, which is very, very powerful. And also, when you activate this card is kind of like a pod duality for Dark Magician. So you see the top 3 cards, add what is it called. So when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you can reveal 1 Dark Magician or a 1 spawn trap card that specifically lists the card Dark Magician among them and add it to your hand. And also place the remaining cards on top of your deck in any order as you like. So what you can do is that you can go, Dark Magical Circle, add the card that you want to your hand, then rearrange it in any order you want. Or let's say that you look at the top 3 cards and you don't see any cards you can add to your hand. You can just rearrange it into any order that you want again, and then you can combo off with Allure of Darkness, drawing to 2 cards and just banishing a dark monster in your hand, which is pretty good. But the secondary effect is very powerful, where you get to banish cards when you special summon a Dark Magician, which is very amazing. So triple Dark Magical Circle, definitely a must-have in the deck. So this is another play. Triple Pod Duality. This card is very powerful in the deck. You know what? I would always recommend going first to this deck, and Pod Duality does not hurt this deck at all. You must see your Magician's Rods as much as possible. You must see your Navigation. You also must see your Dark Magical Circle. So Pod Duality basically helps you dig 3 cards deeper into the deck to get into the cards that you want. So which is very amazing. So Triple Duality is definitely standard. Next, of course, you're gonna play more for a draw engine. You're gonna play Allure of Darkness. Very good. You do play your whole entire deck is dark aside from maxis and Effect Veiler, but other than that, this card is very powerful in the deck. Digging through your deck for Rod, for Dark Magician, and things like that is very good. And you know what, your first turn play that you always want to have is either you want to set up with Dark Magical Circle, Navigation, and a Dark Magician in hand, so that way you can play on your opponent's turn, which is very good. So next off, you're going to play, of course, Double Sacred Sword of 7 stars, same purpose as Allure of Darkness. You are playing 6 targets in the deck for this card, and you always want to see into your combo pieces as much as possible. And next, you're going to play, of course, the one and only Upstart Goblin. You're playing a 39 card deck. One Illusion Magic. This card is really good because it helps you add your Dark Magicians from your graveyard or deck to your hand, which is very good. So I love this card. So you're going to play double copies of this card, and you know what, I said before, you want to see Dark Magician in your hand as much as possible, especially when setting up the plays of Dark Magical Circles and Magician Navigation. So double Illusion is very good in the deck. Next, of course, you want to play Dark Magic Attack. Only 1 copy of Dark Magic Attack in my personal opinion, because you know what, if Eternal Souls is not out, I felt like there's no easier access into this card other than Magician's Rod. And on Magician's Rod, you always want to search up Dark Magical Circle or Magician Navigations or like Illusion of Magic. So for now, I feel like Dark Magic Attack is really good at 1. If I need it and my opponent has a field full of back row, I can just easily summon Magician's Rod and go into Dark Magic Attack, because this card is always easily accessible through this card. But other than that, I'm just waiting for Eternal Souls to come out so you can easily bump this card up to 2 or 3 and search this card off easily through Eternal Souls, which is very good. So 1 Dark Magic Attack. Next, of course, you want to play, of course, the 1 Dark Magic Veil as well. This card is okay. I feel like, especially when the Dark Magician from the graveyard or hand is really good, so that way that you can trigger off your Dark Magical Circle, which is amazing. Play 1 Dedication through Light and Darkness. This card is very good, since it's able to tutor out Dark Magician of Chaos from the deck. In my personal opinion, you guys don't have to play these 2 cards if you guys do not want to. You guys can either take these 2 cards out for maybe a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, or maybe a a second Dark Magic Veil. So if you guys don't want to play these 2 cards, you guys don't have to. But I personally like teching Dark Magician of Chaos into this deck because you can easily recycle all these cards during the end phase to your hand, which is very, very amazing. And last but not least, of course, you want to play the one Regeki. Pretty much it for your spells. Let's go off to the trap lineup real quick. For the traps, you want to start out by playing Triple Magician's Navigation. This card is very, very powerful. And I was talking to you guys earlier during the spell and during the monster lineup that you always want to set a board with Dark Magical Circle, this card, and a Dark Magician hand, because this card has a very powerful effect. And effect reads, especially when one Dark Magician from your hand, especially when one level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. And in this case, you always want to bring out this card, Magician of Dark Illusions, from the deck, which is very, very powerful. And then if you control a Dark Magician except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one face-up spawn trap card your opponent controls. Its effect is negated until the end of this turn. So let's say your opponent activates Twin Twister while you control a Dark Magician. You can activate Magician's Navigation in the grave to banish yourself to negate the Twin Twister, which is very, very good. So Triple Magician Navigation is definitely a must-have in the deck. Next off to our other cards, we're going to play one Solemn Warning, one Vanity's Emptiness, and last but not least, Triple Call the Haunted. The reason why I am playing Triple Call the Haunted because this card is my Eternal Souls until Eternal Souls comes out. Card is very powerful. You always want to dig through your deck as much as possible, and you'll be able to Call the Haunted during your opponent's turn, and Call the Haunted to trigger off your Dark Magical Circle is very, very powerful. And I've been playing testing this card for quite some time, especially in Dark Magicians, and it's working wonders for me. Although that this deck is not perfect because you can have those bricky hands, and the same goes for any deck. I felt like Call the Haunted is still a very good card, especially when it goes into even early, especially mid and even late game, because you can trigger off your Dark Magical Circle, which is really amazing. And this card can also revive back your Dark Magician, so that way you can have easier access into your rank 7 XYZ plays. So this is pretty much it for my trap lineup. We are playing an exactly 40 card deck, 39 card deck with the Upstart Goblin. So let's go off with the extra deck real quick. For the extra deck, I'm missing Dracosack and Master of Blades and also some other cards, but this is what I have. You barely go into your extra deck. The only thing you want to go into extra deck is maybe Ebon and Big Eye and Red Eye's Darkest Metal. But other than that, these cards are just in case that you can. There's situations where you actually may need them. So double Ebon, Illusion Magician, very good. You guys know what this card does. One Ebon High, 2 Big Eye, because this card is, Spilling Monsters is very OP. Next, I'm gonna play, of course, double Red Eyes Flare, Metal Dragon. You guys can play other cards as well. I'm just showcase you guys what you guys can play for the extra deck. And next, I'm gonna play one Gaia Charger, one Super Quantum Mech Beast Grand Pulse, and one Dante. I am missing a Break Sword, so you can take out a Dante or Grand Pulse for the Break Sword if you guys want. And next off, you're going to play one Armory on because you can make it with Magician's Rod and Effect Veiler. Very, very good. One Crimson Blader. You can easily make it by summoning the Veiler and synchroing with Dark Magician. One Star Spark, one Colossal Fighter, and last but not least, one Cyframe Lord Omega. So this is pretty much it for my deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like this deck? How are you guys feeling about Dark Magicians? Do you guys think Dark Magicians is better than Blue Eyes? I know what the answer is, but I want to know your opinions and thoughts and things like that. I love talking to you guys, and you know what? You guys haven't yet checked out my Facebook page. Make sure you guys check it out. The link will be in the description box below. I've been growing really, really fast recently, and I just can't thank you guys enough. We're almost at 34,000 subscribers in less than a month, so this is super crazy, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enough talking, guys, and this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright, guys, peace.